So I woke up 1:45, shuffle on downstairs to watch the game, and immediately Japan threatens Shohei Ohtani's massive, massive home run off his face on the scoreboard, 448 feet away. Just a remarkable thing to be able to see. His first World Baseball Classic home run, to see the emotion there, to see the crowd go crazy.
Yeah.
And a lot of the listeners know about the translator I went to Japan with. His name is Masa.
Yeah.
He texted me right after it and said, the Tokyo Dome is shaking. I've never felt this.
Oh, yeah. I talked to Jose Moda, who's calling the game in Japan, and he said he has never experienced anything like this, anything even close to what that stadium was like emotionally, electric-wise, after Shohei Ohtani hit that home run in baseball.
It was so cool. That's quite the statement.
Yeah.
And a really cool home run. Obviously, Shohei's first World Baseball Classic home run, and he was interviewed on the field after and said a bunch of great things. But the one thing that stood out to me is he said, I have been dreaming of hitting a home run in the World Baseball Classic since I was a kid. And he did it in the Tokyo Dome in front of his nation and everybody that's been rooting for him for so long in the United States. And now he's back and they get to root for him. And he hits a ball and he knew it. Everyone knew it. 448 feet. And he just sat there, the finish, the follow through. It was so cool to be able to see. And then you know what happened, Alex?
Probably one of the cooler human moments that even if you weren't there, you got to watch it via social media online. But the fan who caught the ball then passed the ball around the stadium for fans to take a photo with the ball. And then fans politely brought it back to the original fan who caught it, just showing the amount of respect and appreciation and kindness that Japanese people and fans have for this sport in the game and Shohei Ohtani.
It is something that I have never seen, and unfortunately, we won't ever see in the United States.
No way.
Imagine Aaron Judge's 63rd home run and the person that caught it passing it around. You know what happened to that guy? Security came running down and had to escort him away so he wouldn't get beat up and the ball stolen from him because of how much money it's worth.
Yes.
Imagine how much money that ball's worth. A lot of money. It's not the 63rd Aaron Judge home run, but this Shohei's first ever World Baseball Classic home run, but that's not even a thought in people's minds.
No.
It's wow. Congratulations for catching this ball.
Yes.
This is really cool. Thank you for sharing this. It's a different culture.
Yeah.
It's a respect thing. It's an honor thing. I was tweeted because I tweeted this out, the video, saying, like, I've never seen this before. And somebody in Japan tweeted me back and said, I don't understand. Do you guys teach stealing other people's belongings where you're from as a kid? Do you teach that that's bad? And just in a nutshell, that's a really like powerful statement. Like, I don't understand. Do you guys teach people to steal others' belongings? And it's like, no, but somewhere we lost, like, at a certain point, we like lose our values over, like, it's so strange.
Well, honor and respect is the number one forefront of the Japanese culture. I remember we had a Japanese band staying with us and I had to explain to them what a bike lock was. Like, why do you have to lock up your bike? I was like, well, if you don't lock it up, someone's going to steal it. Like, why would someone steal your bike if it's not yours? I'm like, it's America. I don't know. People just take things if it's there for the taking.
When I went over to Japan a few months ago, I got to experience this up close and personal for the first time. And the amount of respect and like true admiration and love is something that I was blown away by. And I brought something in today to show, and it's this. I was made a sign by a little girl. She was probably about 8 years old, I would say, and she made me this sign.
Aww.
And it's the Flippin Bats logo, and in Japanese it says, thank you for making the game of baseball so much fun. And to the right of it, it says, I love you.
Aww.
And it's just, you know, it's so cool. It's so special. It was the most special trip. And now, you know, we saw in that video, you see firsthand about the culture and how awesome it is. So Team Japan ends up winning the pool. Obviously, a lot of it because of Shohei and the offense. But Alex,
the pitching.
if this team wins it all, which
Yeah.
they very, very well
it's
could,
looking like it.
it's because of their pitching. It has been so good.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at their numbers as a whole, right? They've played 4 games and 36 innings pitched, a 1.50 ERA, a 0.61 whip, 18 hits allowed total, 54 strikeouts, and 4 walks. That's it. The pitching has been dominant from the names that we know. Shohei Ohtani and Yu Darvish, and even Roki Sasaki has become fairly well known here, but also from the names that we might not have known.
Yeah.
And I've just been blown away by their pitching.
So we've gotten a good taste of what they have, right? And we know that there's pitch restrictions. So how do you see Japan's pitching staff lining up for the rest of the tournament?
Yeah, it lines up pretty well.
Okay.
I know how it lines up.
Give it to us.
In the quarterfinals, which they will be facing Team Italy. We'll be talking about Pool A and the craziness that ensued in a little while. They'll be playing Team Italy in the quarterfinal, where on the mound will be Shohei and Yu Darvish. They're basically going to piggyback and throw probably 4 innings each.
How special.
Shohei Ohtani and Yu Darvish pitching in the quarterfinal. And that will be Shohei's last start until he gets back with the Angels, and Yu Darvish as well. Back, not with the Angels, though, with the Padres. Yeah. That's the quarterfinal. The semifinal for Team Japan, Roki Sasaki, who we just saw throwing 102 with nasty off-speed. And then the final lines up to be Yoshinobu Yamamoto, who we saw was unbelievable for Team Japan just the other night. They are set up for success. They look good.